Welcome, Deviant Drivers, to another episode of A Drink with a Driver. We have a special guest, as you can clearly see today. And this is episode number 73, I think, that we're on, if I'm remembering correctly, something like that.
I have no idea,
Well, we kind
but
of picked the number anyway. So,
it's always
so we're joined this time by Vic. Vic, welcome. This is first time on with us. Uh, been a member a long time. Welcome. Glad you're here. We know it's a bit of a challenge. It's pretty early for you, or late or early, whichever way you look at it. But welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm joining you in the worst possible moments of my deviant history. I'm last in the standings with 0 points, not a single race. I could have joined while I was winning championships or fighting for them, but it is
I
what
didn't
it is.
I didn't want to talk to you at that point. So
Yeah. Now everybody wants to be my friend now for some reason.
yeah, exactly. And you're very cheap on the fantasy picks as well. So and people still pick you, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
I know, and I kind of sort of manipulated some of the pickings. I think 2 weeks ago,
You did.
I said that I would
Mhm.
have got back, but I knew I wouldn't have been able to raise at all. But I was like, I'm just gonna fuck somebody's pick just to make it more interesting for me, I guess.
That's why I've always loved you because you play mind games like I do.
Yes,
so
sir. Yes.
yeah, so super excited to have you on, man. Like it's been too long on our end, so I'll apologize on that front. We should have had you on long time with us. I know you've been on multiple podcasts, but on a personal level, for me and Mark, we love you. We appreciate the hell out of you. We know you've got some things that you've prioritized over racing, but you've stayed in touch, and nobody can fault you on that at all. And so, explain to us, where are you first and foremost, because nobody can ever keep up. What time is it there? It looks like it's daylight, and you look sexy as hell. That's all. Go.
Thank you so much. It's 11:44 p.m. It's nighttime, but it's daytime because in Iceland right now there's no night at all. We are in the summer solstice, which means I cannot fucking sleep. And it's the reason why I'm basically over here right now. Yeah, I just moved to Iceland. I would say permanently, but I don't know. I couldn't bring my rig with me, which is the main reason why I'm not playing at the moment. I'm here to work and to do some stuff with things like making money, I guess, you know. It's a hell of a challenge. It's very hard. Doing a lot of things besides that. Also, being in a relationship takes a lot of time. I do have like the weekends free, but when I do have them free, I gotta spend them. I want to spend them with my girlfriend and everything. So it's really really hard to find the moment and the time to get back to the console. I think the last time I played, I don't even remember when I had a chance to put the PS5 on. But it is what it is. For now, it's like this. As I said, like in the Discord, sometimes I think most of the people enjoys this because they have a chance to win some races. They have the chance to get some fast laps and titles because it wouldn't have been that interesting with me around, at least with a rig. Although, the last race I think I did on the controller, I think I qualified sort of like, I think it was Yas Marina.
It was, yeah.
Yes, I think I did. I really did a good qualifying. Then we fucked it up with the strategy with Roy. I didn't listen to him. I wanted to go crazy by myself because I didn't have time to make strategies back then, and it ruined everything. But the pace was still there, the raw pace. The problem with the controller is to keep it consistent, to don't just make mistakes and don't run out, or that I cannot do it. I need a rig. I need my wheel to just do the same lap times, lap after lap after lap. I was watching. I think it was Glovas in Sardinia. I think he posted something like this where he was able to run, I think, 10 laps in between 1/10 to 10th. I don't see how somebody could do that with a controller. You can be the fastest person on earth, but again, I miss my rig.
Yeah. Well, we miss you with your rig, but however, we also understand life happens. We've seen Berman with a child, Izzy with a child, multiple others. So again, we will always encourage you to remain in the Discord, and we'll see you when we see you again, and if whatever. So we're just happy we're here today. We've got some drinks to get on with you. We got some questions for you, but nonetheless, we're just happy you're here. So as long as you're happy, we're good, my friend.
Thank you.
So I will break it off because we know what Merc is drinking. Vic, we'll give you an opportunity here in a moment. I do have to drink this out of a wine glass. It is not a wine. It is a beer from Wilmington. That's where I'm at this week. It's called Count Your Rings Hazy IPA. Saito, I'm drinking this for you because I know you love your IPAs. That's what I've got for this evening. Merc, what do you got?
I have Coors Light. So
Dumbass.
yes.
Vic
Biggest
probably
prize, I
has.
know. I'm
Vic
aware.
probably has Dayquil to stay up.
Yeah. Well, I
No,
am fighting a cold, so yeah, I should be taking some Dayquil, but yeah.
I would like it, but I do have some Chianti left, which is a red wine from Tuscany.
Well, see,
And
I'm trying to meet you halfway. I've got the wine glass. I don't have the wine, but hey, cheers, my friend, to you, to everything
cheers.
you have going on. We hope you're successful and prosperous and all the things and happy and everything that goes along with it. So, cheers.
Likewise. Cheers.
Salute,
Cheers.
right?
Cheers. Yes, so tell us a little bit which Chianti. Chianti is so funny thing. I love red wine. Red wine gives me a massive headache, even if I only have one glass, but I love it. Chianti's my favorite. Which what do you have? Let's see the label.
Before answering to this, I can tell you that every good red wine do not give you headache. So there's something not right in the red wine that you have in the US. But I mean, this one is 2022. Again, imported. I have no idea what kind of stuff they bring in Iceland. I only know that it is super, super, super expensive compared to what I can get in Italy. Like, I think I pay it like 4 times the same price of what I would get it.
Mm-hmm.
But over here, I think this country is more expensive than you guys in terms of groceries and essential stuff. It's absolutely atrocious. And the funny part is that I brought this to celebrate the anniversary with my girlfriend, and it turns out that she doesn't like it. She doesn't drink this. So I had to just drink it by myself in the long term. Very sad, but wine, it's always good even if you're by yourself.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah, there's something to be said about like drinking bourbon alone, completely acceptable. Drinking whiskey alone, acceptable. Drinking wine alone, acceptable. Beer alone, yeah, you can do it, right? You started getting into some of the other stuff, White Claws, which is a seltzer beverage over here, Vic. It's mainly for girls. Merc likes them, but I mean, it's just stuff like it's stuff like that. But hopefully, one day we'll share a bottle together. I will say, and I just started talking about this over the last month or so. I have aspirations of. I turned 50 in 4 years. Okay. So yes, Vic, all that time that I was beating you, I'm substantially older than you. But nonetheless, I have aspirations of going to Le Mans on my 50th birthday, around not my birthday, but the year of my 50th, and possibly laps around the Nürburgring. That's my goal right now. Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but I'm putting it out into the universe, so hopefully it comes to fruition. So 4 years, plan on it, or you come to the States and we'll just show you the ropes.
I wish for you that it's gonna happen, but that it's also my plan at least to spectate those races. I'm not planning in racing, but I want to go to Spa. I want to go to the Nürburgring, to Le Mans. They're so close and so far at the same time. Like you got them over here, but always life gets in the way, and
Mm-hmm.
you take one thing over the other, and you're like, okay, whatever. But I don't want to get. I don't want to wait until my 50s to go watch one of those
I get it.
races. But
100%. I'm starting late. I had a kid late. I'm going to check some boxes off late, but we don't stop living, and I'm not going to. So that's what we're going to do. But I will say, and Merck can say this too, we have driven the shit out of Road Atlanta. So we've done that. And hopefully next year we drive Laguna, right? That's a goal of ours. But again, I'm getting older, so we're just going to put some huge goals out there and say, screw it, whatever.
yeah, I've been following the races, and you guys have been doing an incredible job. It's so much fun to see the cockpit view and just look and hear the sounds and the view. And I remember, like the first stream, my mind was going back to when I joined the league and how I saw this beginning. And it's just sometimes mind blowing to think that this started from a video game.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you guys have like a racing car. So, hell yeah. Hell of a job to all of you involved. I know there's a lot of people into this. And I wish at some point I'll be able to just hop on, and even on the track side, to hear that Mustang roar and hear the noise and watch it happen. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, amen. We love all part of that. So let's get into some questions with you. I haven't prepped you with any of these, correct? You literally just saw us prep our whole game up. Merk, do you have anything to say? You haven't said anything much tonight except for Coors Light.
No. Obviously, the shit talking is going to be completely deep tonight. So, no, I think we're all set. We'll move into our interview questions. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So we haven't had a guest in a while. Merck and I've been trying to catch up, but nonetheless, we're going to hit the questions. You know, some of them you're used to. I'm going to throw you a couple curveballs, particularly one that I'm really curious about. So first and foremost, what is your favorite track out of all of Gran Turismo? What is your favorite track to race? I think I know the answer to this, but go ahead.
Suzuka.
Oh, okay. Why don't you say that in English?
What? Say it again.
Say that in English.
It's Suzuka. Yes, it's. I mean, you know, I have a couple. To be fair, I mean, in general, I struggle in picking one thing over the others. Like, I know that I like Trial Mountain, Spa. What is it called? Like the American one. My mind is blind right
Watkins Glen or
Watkins Glen, yes, Watkins Glen. We had a lot of good races on Watkins Glen. There's just so many.
About Suzuka, I know you. I know you put a ton of testing in when you and Berman were going head to head. I remember that.
I think that was the moment, you know.
That it?
Yeah. I think the moment, like, you start just putting hours and hours and hours into a single track, and you learn to master every single corner and how to do some sort of little tricks to enter it more fast or more slow and gain more speed on the overall lap.
We've seen what Berman can do focused. Like, he has put some serious lap times down and tracks that we never anticipated. But you were like, I remember that, you were flawless that race. The two of you battling, it was tight, but still, like, you just executed everything, and the time you put into it paid off. I'm sure you, and because I know you've remembered this, but you also remember when Merck punted me off of the track on the same team.
Yes.
Yes, Merck, the shit talking is starting.
Just saying. Oh, it's been going. It's been going. But to what Vic said, I agree. I think that, like, my favorite track, everybody pretty much knows, is Daytona. But honestly, really lately, it's become Road Atlanta, and because you spend so much time invested in racing on that track. I mean, in prep for Lemons, I mean, I did hours on Road Atlanta, just memorizing every single thing. So I would have to say that even though I still always like Daytona, it will be probably my favorite one. A very close second, if not first, would be Road Atlanta, just sheerly the amount of time spent on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And the similarities from game to on track are
Oh yeah.
uncanny. It's really weird, except for, again, you can't capture the altitude
No.
changes. But all right. So
I
you got
wanted to ask you guys this question, like, what's if you could give a percentage of how similar and how close it is, the real track, how would it be?
I would say
I,
so. One thing, if you back out the altitude and height changes, because you don't get that in game, you do get it somewhat on VR. But I mean, accuracy. I mean, it's 100% accurate.
yeah.
100%
Yeah, the accuracy is 100%. The only part that the two parts that it does fall short on, and there's no way to replicate it, is the first turn up the hill, how steep it is,
accurate.
and likewise the last turn at the bottom before you hit start finish line, how steep that is. You just it yes, it is a little bit better in VR, but it still is not the same. Every time you cap over Road Atlanta at that last turn, you're like, you know it's there, but you're just praying. I just really hope to God the track is still there because you're just
Well,
cresting a hill and then launching yourself over.
yeah,
I see.
and in game, obviously, your mistakes don't have consequences,
Right.
really. I mean, but then when you're shooting for the colors underneath that bridge, knowing you're going into a blind turn, and then hoping there's not an accident on the other side, like you're blind all the way into it. It's wild, man. But it's 100% accurate. Like the blind turns that you get into within the game that you just have to commit to, you do that on the track. Like CMP in Kershaw, you saw every turn. You knew you could see the apex, you could see the exit. It was very easy. It's very flat. But yeah, Road Atlanta, that's the one piece that's missing is the elevation changes. But as far as accuracy of the track, 100%. Like, and that's what I found. And I know Mark the same thing. Like, we were able to go around Road Atlanta without thinking. We could focus on the race, we could focus on the car, we could focus on all that stuff. We didn't have to think about what's the next turn. CMP, I had to think about what is the next turn, where am I at on the track. I'm still learning the track, whereas Road Atlanta, I could literally draw it for you right here, right now. You know, so that's what helped. But it's very accurate to answer your question. Very accurate.
Mind blowing.
It
Mind
is. It's
blowing.
remarkable. It really is remarkable. I didn't have to question one thing of where I was going, and even down to just how you handle the turns, how you enter into them. And again, it's a lot different in a real car. Like the consequences are higher, but it was definitely very comforting knowing the track, especially for our first race. But
How's
it's
the
very
feeling? How's the feeling to just go down the fast S at I don't know how many miles per hour? Like, do you feel the fear? Do you feel the I don't know, there's something inside of you that it's telling you, let's just slow down, you know?
Yeah, no, the downhill S's, it holds on very, very well. And you try to stay off the curbs because the curbs are more aggressive than what they are in the game.
Yeah.
So you do try to stay off of those. But I mean, even then, like you just go into it. You know what I mean? And I can't even tell you what speed we were doing. You don't have time to look at the speedometer. The only time I would look at the speedo was on the main straight. That was the only
Mm.
time I looked at the speedo.
I think the biggest thing that is different is that I noticed was aside from obviously having cars all around you, but the when you look in the rear view mirror and there's a guy behind you, um, he is literally looks like he's in the back seat with you. I can see his helmet. I can see whether he's got his visor up or down. I can see whether he's wearing sunglasses. I mean, I can see the roll bars in it. He is literally in your back seat, and even in VR, you don't get that same thing where You look in your rearview mirror and it is full of a dude in a helmet just there. And you're like, damn, how close is he? Well, he's right on your ass. That's the answer. He's about that far away. And you're rolling down through the S's and he's there the whole time. And then he's not. And you're like, oh, shit, where did he go? You're constantly trying to keep track of who's around you. And we picked up a few tips at that sim racing seminar or exhibition that we went to, and one of them that was really neat that we noticed, Junkai actually noticed it, was in the super race car. Their rear view mirror was not mounted in the center; it was mounted onto the passenger side, and it was aimed to directly be able to look out the side window at your blind spot. They had a camera for the rear view, but that rear view mirror was mounted right on the passenger side. And it's such a great idea. It's a note of things we need to do again. Need to
Go ahead and text Silo right now.
I'll text Silo and give him a note.
I will say what the game helped us with though, and I can't remember if we talked about this or not, but the amount of people that, without really thinking about it, dive bomb the corners in a real race, a real amateur race, is astounding. Yeah. And
really,
we've been doing this for so long, and we've kind of lost sight of it. With us breaking the groups out, and being in pro, and you've got some more seasoned drivers that are not making those moves. But back when we were all one big group, there we did have rookies amongst seasoned, and you'd have to pay attention to people dive bombing the corner and making sure that you held your line and what that person was driving. So you drive for the person behind you as well, which we saw so many accidents because of people just not knowing their surroundings, not driving for the person behind you, not, assuming that that corner is open. So many things that really gave me a comfort level for that first race kind of really stuck with us from sim racing, and just kind of paying attention to the people around you, not just focusing on the track in front of you, but literally driving with your 50% of your eyes in the rear view, Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to axe out a couple of the questions I had from you, because we've taken some of them, which I'm fine with. We're still going to get to my question that I'm really curious about. So you can't decide about what you like, what you don't like. So I'm going to ask you another question pertaining to exactly that. If you could put 3 cars in your dream garage, what would they be?
Again, I remember I answered this question before and it took me 5 minutes. So I don't want to take that long. I'm just going to go really fast with the first things that comes into my mind. For sure, I want a Mercedes. For sure, I want a Bentley Continental.
Mm-hmm.
And for sure, I want a Skyline. So
okay.
R34, Bentley
yep.
Continental, and AMG Black Series.
Okay.
I would put more stuff. I remember Berman put a motorbike, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been over here, in Iceland. My company has a sponsorship with Toyota, so we only drive Toyotas. I've been driving the RAV4, the Land Cruiser, the Hilux, 2 versions of the Hilux. So I'm getting somehow a fan of Toyota because of this. So I would love to try the new GT3 Toyota. I don't know if you've seen it. They announced it a couple of months ago, maybe 1 year ago, and it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that looks like something that I would love to have for myself. Although I've never seen it, never drive it, of course. But something from Toyota too, if I can get the 4th pick.
Okay, we give it to you. We give it to you. You deserve it. All right, we're gonna push to this next question, and I'm gonna do them out of order. Who would you punt off the track if given the opportunity? I haven't asked this question in such a long time. I love this. Who would you punt off the track? No consequences, no penalties, no IRs. Who the hell are you punting?
So many names. So many names. When you guys were doing this at the beginning on the first episodes, I was like the number 1 pick. From
you were up there. You were up there.
I remember.
Yeah, I think it's easy for you to answer now because you're not so emotionally attached. You haven't raced with us in a while. You are losing.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
You are losing. You have 0 points. But who would you punt?
Look. I had lots of fun with everybody. With most, with some people, mostly, of course, because we've been racing close more. I've been racing close in the past to one person a lot, and we had our moments, our highs, our lows, our IRs, our discussions, our argues, and everything is all right. Everything is fine, and it's okay. But if I have to dig deep and go back to those years, those moments, then I gotta kick the shit out of you. I gotta throw you out at Monza or Laguna Seca or something just to release.
Make sure it's heavy damage too. We got to make that clear.
Heavy damage, car destroyed, towed back to the garage, something like that, and then we continue down the line and everything. So that would be my.
I think that's respectable. I mean, again, everyone knows Zen. He's ultra competitive. He puts a ton of time in, and he can't say he doesn't argue his point. Not that he's right all the time. Yes, and I said that. But it's a love-hate thing. It's a mutual respect thing. So I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah.
All right. My last question, which is not revolved around racing, I'm just curious about what pisses you off about Italian Americans.
Jesus Christ! I would have never expected this one. Never. Wow. The Sopranos. No, I'm kidding. I love that.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't go there with that one.
I love that one. No, it's mainly one thing. Which is, I think it's mentioned in The Sopranos. Fun fact, there's that those episodes when they go back to Italy, and they just realize they know nothing about Italy. They don't belong over there. They know nothing about Italians. They have no idea. They try to speak Italian. We make fun of them.
Yeah.
I think it's simple as that. It's the feeling and the sense of belonging that, of course, you guys have because your past generations were from here, but you guys are simply not related with us.
Yes.
You were born in the US. You're American, so maybe you have the echoes of our past, but we are different. Yeah, not in a good way, not in a bad way. We're just different.
Yeah, no, not at all. Like I can, and I know that episode very well. Like, and they shot that very well of just like the discomfort that they had in Italy. Like in America, they're like, oh, I'm Italian, and they try to, we live off the Italian reputation as it's like this grand experience, yet we've never lived it. We're just saying, oh, because of our heritage. No, I get it 100%. I respect it. Actually, that's a very good answer. Fuck you, Vic.
I could have said the American pizza, and that would have been it.
Yeah, I get that too.
The New York pizza, whatever that's called, or the bullshit from Ohio, whatever that is. The food as well. But hey, all love.
No, respect, man, respect. Well, no, I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know where that question came from. I was writing the questions down earlier and I was like, you know what? This sounds like a good
one. Love it.
Good stuff, man. Well, cool. Well, appreciate all that. So now let's talk about freaking cars. Merc, how was your race, man?
So not too bad. It was not bad, not great. It was I messed up my quali. Of course, this one we got one out, one hot. Both leagues. But
we got two.
Did you get two? You guys managed to get two. Okay, good for you guys.
And I proved Zen wrong too, by the way. Since we're talking about Zen, during the comms, what did Chaotica said? Hey, I put extended time. You might be able to get an extra lap in. Zen says, well, your soft tires aren't going to be any good. I got faster, so. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
So yeah, for us it was one out, one hot. And we were gonna be pressing that. We shortened ours because you guys in pro just cannot manage to get your races off on time lately. You know.
There was a reason for that. We will not disclose that here for everybody,
It's
but
fine. It's
there
fine.
was
I'll
a
just talk
reason.
shit about it. You can keep it disclosed, and y'all can talk about it on your own. But we shortened ours so that we could keep everything running on time. So we got one
Well,
out,
we
one hot.
appreciate you guys.
Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. So we got one hot, and on my hot lap, I got a penalty. At I think the easiest spot on the track to get the penalty. It was in those the S's on the straight. I forget which one. It was either first or second, but one of those. You know, you could hop those curbs pretty aggressively, but there was one that you couldn't, and that was the
Exit.
one that got me. It was the exit. Yeah, I think it was the second. I think it was the second one. And I picked up a penalty, and I was like, well, hell, you know, that's so I qualified 10th. But you know, basically, other than that, it was pretty much standard race. I mean, nothing really significant, nothing bad. I worked my way up to fifth. And then the safety car was interesting. We'll talk about that more in depth because y'all, for the first time we did it, had an epic one. But I
Yeah.
really like
I
the
got
safety
a
car.
great message from Vic about that, by the way, which I'll share in a moment.
Good. So yeah, safety car was really neat. You know, just being that it was random and you just really couldn't prepare for it. You know, pit went off good. I ended up taking a little bit too much gas on the last pit, but you know, me being me, that's better than the precedent of not enough. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I got fifth, which was a good finish position. Nothing spectacular, but really nothing too, you know, extra in the race for me. How about yours?
So this was probably my strongest race of the season. We obviously saw what happened to me at Sardinia with turn two curb, where I just spun out. No safety car for that race, and my race was over. I've had a bunch of issues this season, but I will say I put some decent time in for this race. Worked with Coma to try to find where the track limits were. He shared with me where some of the track limits he found, which he apparently shared with Glovis, which I gave him shit for. We don't share across teams. He's like, I want to be best friends with everybody. I was like, it's not about that. But anyway, here we are. Nothing but love to Coma. But so it was probably my strongest of the season so far. Actually, probably the past two seasons, just getting comfortable with the car again. I got fastest lap. I got on pole. And just I started aggressive. I went out on mediums. I wanted to get out front. I knew there would be a pack that got away from the rest of the group, but I did not want to be behind on that. So, regardless of what tires everybody else was on, I figured I could keep up with a smaller pack and then work from there. But so started off me, Glovis, and Zen. I was bumping the hell out of Glovis. I challenged him a couple times because I knew he was on hard tires and I was on mediums, so I wanted to see how he would react. And he raced me instead of letting me by. I was like, okay, so that's how we're going to play. Which, you know, all well and good. I just kind of tested the waters for a moment. And then I had a pretty straight up clean pass on the Mulsanne straight with him. He let me by uncontested, caught up to Zen. And then Zen and I battled for a while, got into the pits, and then kind of just got away from Zen. Coma had a different strategy. He started off on hards, and he only went 4 laps on hards and then 5 and 5 on mediums. Had we not ended on safety car, he would have been in a world of shit. He took a chance, didn't know how it was going to end, and it paid off for him. And, you know, as he started to kind of trickle up towards the front with me and Zen battling for a while, his undercut worked perfectly. He got to where he needed to be, and then me and him up front. And once I got him in front of me, I was like, Coma, you're not going anywhere else. Like, we're bumping you to the finish line. And then once we got to our last pit stop and the safety car still had not come out yet, we pretty much felt like we were pretty solid at that point. Like, drivers are going to have to get past both of us, on a safety car restart, if at all possible. And none of us had to pit at that point. So we felt pretty confident at that point. And like I said, he was struggling with some fuel, so he was short shifting. I was pushing. We were able to cover a lot of distance on Zen, and then we kind of stagnated because he was trying to save some fuel. And again, I wanted to come across the line first. He deserves it. He put his vacation on hold for this race. He's got history with this race in real life. His uncle, safety car driver. Like, it was just like the perfect opportunity for him, and I was not going to even contest that. I was happy to be a part of it, and anything I could do to get him there, we were doing. So shake and bake all the way, bumping the shit out of him the entire time, like just keep on going. And he ran clean. He showed me some things. His throttle control is impressive. Like, I can't do the throttle control that he has learned to do. He comes out of turns that I would normally come out in second gear. He comes out clean without wheel spin in first gear, better acceleration, and it pisses me off because I can't duplicate it. I can't. I've tried, but seeing him do that just shows like his effort, and again the practice that he's put in towards this craft is really starting to pay off, and see him at the top. But again, I was super excited for him just to see his first win on a track that is such a memory for him. Just has been a part of his life. And it was a solid race. I felt confident in the car. I knew the track limits. I knew the track. Everything we needed to do, we got out front, and just everything kind of aligned. And I haven't felt that in a very long time. So taking second felt like first place for me. And seeing him like just on comms, listening to the excitement was worth every second of it. So I'll take second to him any day. He deserves it. He's such a clean and just well-respected driver. So hell yeah, it was a good race. All in all, just a solid race. Now, finishing under safety car. Vic, what are your thoughts?
You want to just read my message, the one. So I watched basically.
It was one word. It was atrocious.
Yes, as simple as that. Dude, I think with this random safety car, you could have either
Hold
the
on,
best
Vic, hold on.
taste
Before you keep going, wait a minute. You could hear the disappointment when he made that last statement. It was like, oh God. He starts talking. It's so disappointed. All right, go ahead.
So here's what happened. I got back home after a long day, and I wanted to enjoy this race. And I was like, okay, this is like a slow burn movie, It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. It will come. At some point, I was like, okay, awesome. Just like F1 style, we're gonna have one last lap race. Everybody all packed up.
Mm-hmm.
I was also looking at my picks for the fantasy, which, if I remember, was Zen. Fuck's sake, man.
Again, mutual respect.
Yeah, I was so sure. Like, every time I go to make my picks, I study. I go back to watch the previous races, the data, and I was like, okay, this is Junkai and Zen. I cannot pick Junkai because you're too pricey. So for the value, I'm just gonna go for Zen because he's gonna be P1 for sure. And I was waiting for this. I was like, okay, and then it's the worst thing in motorsport to finish a race under safety car. It's the anticlimax, the definition of anticlimactic. It's terrible. You're just destroying the and I don't know, the fun. But I know, of course, it's random, it's not predicted. So I just told you guys just go back to fakeness and fuck reality, because if this is what it's supposed to be, please no.
So Vic messages me. He's like, "Are you serious? This is atrocious." And I was like, "Hey, the people want realism, man." And he's like, "Fuck that shit. It's over with. Go back to fake racing. Let's have fun."
Well, the funny thing is this was the first time we did this format with the surprise safety car, unknown safety car, and on a couple podcasts before, we were talking about that the possibility and where the spread was, and that it was a possibility that this could happen. But this season has been just a season full of impossibilities becoming possibilities. We talked about we never get rain. I think the first two races were rain. One, of course, was chosen. The other one was at random, which virtually never happens. We run the virtual safety or the unknown safety car, and the one option, which I don't know what the probability was of it being picked, happens to get picked the very first race we do it. So it's been interesting all season. And yeah, I don't think ending under safety car is
It
necessarily.
was a different level of stress because you couldn't plan for it, and I don't know. Like, I didn't really have a strategy for it. I kind of told Coleman and I did two different things. And Coleman was like, "Am I making a mistake?" I was like, "No, you're not making a mistake. Just do what you want to do. Like, let's just figure it out together." I said, "If anything, splitting our idea up will help us in the long run. That maybe one of us get to the front. I mean, again, that way we're not both wrong, and we'll figure this out." But my thought process behind it was, if safety car comes out at a specific time, I'd rather be on hards through most of it because it's slower and I don't have to be like truly racing on hard tires. So that was my thought process behind it. But as it ticked down, like every time I found myself paying attention to the last driver coming across the start finish because I knew once that driver crossed, that was the indicator when Saito was going to announce safety car. And every time that car, I would check on the map and see where that person was, and it never came out. It didn't come out. I'm like, damn it, when the hell is this going to come out? And I'm thinking and trying to focus on the track, but then also think like, what if it comes out next lap? What if it comes out next lap? What am I going to do next lap? Like, it was kind of mind boggling, but yeah, I didn't care to end it on safety car. I will say, like, being in the front, like you kind of look at it a little differently. Like the stress level decreases, and you're like, shit, dude, we got this in the bag. Like as soon as we got behind the safety car, we're like, dude, this is a win. And you just like it was a whole progression of a final lap for us, like just in our glory, waving at the crowd. Like that's what it felt like. But for everybody spectating, Vic, I understand this. It sucked from a perspective of watching it as you would intend it to be. So I get it. But we're trying some new things this season. So, and we got heavy damage coming at Monza. We'll see how that goes. So, but I kind of like the random safety car. I do think that we need to move it out of the possibilities, of ending on a safety car because clearly nobody wants that. But I think it was cool. I think it was a cool little feature to add to it. So
Yep.
I would say we do it again. We just got to change the parameters a little bit.
Yeah, and I think we did a town hall last time. I think we'll do another one. See what people love, what people hate.
Mm-hmm.
We've tried the whole gambit of a lot of suggestions, a lot of different changes this season, giving a lot of things an opportunity and a try. So, we'll see what everybody likes, what they, overwhelmingly dislike, and tailor that for 5.3. Um,
Yeah, no, for sure. I will say, like some of the standout from this last raid. Obviously, Junior. I don't know what the hell he's doing over there. Roy Mustang Junior. Like he is scary good at the age that he is.
he's dominating. We're going to talk about the leaderboard here in just a second, but yeah, he is absolutely dominating GTD. I mean, he's
Yeah,
dominating the
like
points. He's going to be all up in y'all's chili next season.
yeah, because obviously you won't be. But I mean, it's been it's been cool to see though, man. Like he's got 3 wins, 3 fastest laps, and a second place. Like he's doing phenomenal. And then you got Tech Speedstar, like a duplicate brother. I still don't know. K2 is really like coming into his own too,
Yeah.
and putting down like some truly solid time frames. Um, You know what I mean? Like it's been really cool to see this season. Like some of these drivers come through, and I mean, you coming out of GTD Pro, some of the speculation being, oh, it's going to be easy for Merck to be up at the top, and it's what I'm trying to give kudos to is these guys that are really putting the time in to show that they truly belong there.
Yeah.
It's been cool, and again, without Vic there, it's been nice to see others at the top. And there was a time that I was touching a lot of the first place finishes, and then Vic would outstudy me and reach out and say, "What are you doing here? And why are you doing this?" And then he rose to the top, and so it's been nice to see just the change. And now Glovis is getting all the slack. It's hard for you not to win, and poor guy just met the wall this past weekend. But it's fun to see the ups and the downs. So I guess it's good from our perspective. But Vic, like from your perspective, you've watched most of the races this season, right? Just kind of keeping in touch with everything. Like, what are you seeing? Like, what stands out?
What stands out? It's closer.
Mm-hmm.
It's closer and it's different from each track. If you remember, like in the past, as you were saying, there were like a group of top contenders.
Yeah.
Sometimes two,
Yeah.
very few times three, but mostly like just two guys going at each other constantly throughout the whole season. And now this is exciting to see that there's Coma that just showed up out of nowhere, and he's like what 2-3 points from P1, and I didn't see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
And this is his first win, so it's very very fun to see. I think this is like the highest point in terms of balancing a league or any sort of competition when you have multiple contenders that keep going at each other, and round after round they change, like the winner changes or the results changes. Glovas it's winning this one and then he's going into the wall on the next one, or not just him, but I mean you know what I'm
Well,
saying. So
to his credit, it wasn't his fault in my aspect.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was definitely the game on his. He just caught a bad break.
Yeah, but also Christian, Texas Speedstar, or also whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever he's doing with his nicknames and his brother and his cousin, whatever. I don't know. But him, also him in the competition. I'm super 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 happy for him. He's a good friend of mine, and he always been super super fast.
Mm-hmm.
But his strategy IQ was not quite on point. And now maybe he's overthinking it. Like I reached out to him and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Try to copy me with this fuel saving thing. Just go with your raw speed,
Yeah.
because this is what makes you fast. But no, again, to answer your question, it's fun to see that there's a larger group of people that are all involved, and also like the other two three down the line, like I think Easy and Preston, they're not that far away.
Yeah.
Also you as well. So it's exciting. Two races, anything can happen. Maybe you guys crash into each other and somebody else takes it. Who knows?
Yeah.
With
No,
that,
it's for sure.
yeah, with that, let's hit the leaderboard. Before we do though, I want to hit. We did not make a podcast for the last race. Time constraints, travel, uh, sickness, a
Wife
lot of
was
things
sick.
going on. So we did miss it, but we do want to acknowledge from Sardinia, the top three drivers for both leagues. So Glovis took number one, Izzy second, and Preston third for pro. And Roy Jr., Camzilla second, and Texas Speed third for GTD. So congratulations to the top three there at Sardinia. Sardinia or Dania, whatever. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but either way, you know what I'm talking about.
Sardinia.
Sardinia. Okay. All right. So yeah, so looking at the leaderboard here for GTD Pro, I'm gonna throw that one up first. Is well, let's do you want to run through the finishing order first here on Le Mans? So
You do your thing. You do your thing.
First
I'm
was
shaking my head just looking at the points right now. It's so incredibly tight.
it is. It's incredibly close. So for first place was Coma, second place Junkai fastest lap, third place Chaotica. Fourth was Zen, followed by Old Switch, aka Old Texas Speed, followed by Izzy, then Glovis, K Morris, Floody, Ozzy, and then Preston. For GTD, the finishing order was Roy Jr. again with triple wins back to back and fastest lap. Followed by K2 Mars second, Texas Speed Stars third, then Binkett fourth, myself fifth, Thrasher sixth, followed by Siam, then Cootie, Dirksey, Saito, Sully, Kuroskai, and Slug. So
All right,
on the
props to
leaderboard,
Kuroskai from beating Slug again.
and
That's all he strives for, by the way. I
is
mean,
that is that is
as
that his
close.
is that his life goal right there?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like that's his goal without a doubt. Like as close as we are, like a win against your friend again. Me seeing you in GTD just makes me wake up happy every morning.
That's I'm glad I can put a smile on your face. So looking at the leaderboard, so we can start with GTD Pro, and yeah, it is close as shit over here. It is led right now by Glovis in first place with a total score of 46. Just barely though, because old Switcheroo Tex 1 point behind in second with 45. And then Zen and Coma are in a two-way tie for third, just 3 points behind with 43. And then we move to a three-way tie between fifth, sixth, and seventh, Izzy, Junkai, and Preston, all with
So
34.
yeah, and real quick, so Sully was talking about this. This is one of the first times that we had to go 2 layers deep to break up a tie. Usually you go total drop points for first phase, then you go to total overall drop for the second phase, then you go to the highest average position, which Izzy has me beat. It doesn't look that way because I've got fastest laps, but he has a better, higher average position than I do, which is nuts.
Yeah, it's incredibly close. And we're all the way down through the top seven, and it's that close going into the
Yeah.
last two rounds. Eighth is Chaotica with 29 points. K Morris with 24. Oz and dollars per win are tied with 15. And then below relegation line is Floody with 13, Cookies and Cream with 3, and Vic, technically, with a goose egg. So, uh, so moving over to GTD World, as we've mentioned, Roy Mustang Jr., incredibly fast. 3 wins, 3 back-to-back wins, 3 back-to-back fastest laps. 63 points, solidly in first place. Followed by Texas Speed Stars with 46. K2 Mars in third with 39. Those three guys currently above promotion line, although that could change because the points for the remainder guys are not that far behind. Camzilla in fourth with 37, followed by Binkett with 33, myself with 30, Thrasher 22, Sid Cootie with 20, then Saito 17, Dirksey 16, Sully 14, Kuroskai 11, and Jim with 7, and Slug with 2. So that is
Dude,
where the leaderboard.
so I just remember this. Like when I saw Thrasher out front in the beginning of the race, I was like all in Team Thrasher, like yelling at I was on my lawnmower and I'm listening to this and I'm hearing Webo talk about Thrasher out front. And I'm like, what? And I actually stopped under a tree. I have this nice flip phone. I opened my phone and I'm sitting there under a tree watching on YouTube, sitting on my lawnmower. And I get a text from my wife. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm mowing." She's like, "I'm looking at you from inside from the window." I was like, "You're not mowing. You're under a tree." I'm like, whatever. It's Father's Day. Leave me alone. But yeah, I was all about Team Thrasher. I was really hoping, and he still finished well. But yeah, I was again, Vic, like Vic was saying, like it's so much. It's so nice to see some of the other guys come out in the front, whether it's a lap. Preston, he was like, "Hey, I led for an entire sector or two or something like that, which was funny. But um, yeah, it was a good overall race. I enjoyed it. How are you feeling about Monza heavy damage?
Uh, well, I like heavy damage. I think it's
I didn't ask you that. I said, how do you feel about
I feel like it's going to be a just a clusterfuck in turn one, lap one. Everybody has got to maintain their space and awareness to get through their clean. I have a
All right. So,
feeling that
question for you. First off, what time did we start this whole damn thing?
what the start time or
Yeah.
this podcast?
What's our time frame? What are we at? I always go over. So,
Oh, we got 10 minutes.
oh, we're good. Yeah, we're good. All right. So, turn one. Where would you rather be? Inside line or outside line? Side by side.
Inside for sure.
Vic, outside.
Absolutely outside, because then you got the inside on the exit, and it's way more safe. Way more safe. If you, uh, what was it? I think Glovas and Preston fucked it up the last time we were over there. They were starting 1-2 with the Mercedes, and I think Glovas was on the inside line, and he got punted by Preston going into the break. I think it's safer on the outside, but I think, in my opinion, the problem is not even the first chicane. The problem is the second chicane.
Yeah.
Because once you get out of the first one, you think, okay, I'm good. No, they are still over there. They want to take you, and it's gonna be, and they're gonna carry way more speed into the second chicane. So enjoy the heavy damage.
What an asshole.
I'm gonna enjoy watching at it. I don't
I
care.
respect it. I
So
respect it.
so
Well, at
let's say
least you know there will be a legit race to the finish for this one. It will not end on safety car. It cannot happen. Yeah, I agree with Vic. I would rather be out front on the outside. Thankfully, my car is slow enough. I could probably whittle my way over there if I'm not there anyway. But that's where I prefer now, because people are going to watch this podcast. Everyone's going to go towards the outside. No one will be on the inside. It'll be wide open. So,
if
good
everybody can
stuff.
just maintain their composure through the chicanes, be patient, give a little bit of room,
It,
it'll be
it's
fine.
it's so hard because I'm not saying that we can't give each other room. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's a video game, so like the braking is not as accurate as like when you're following somebody on the interstate and you see the car dive and you know how much pressure they're putting on the brakes. I think the hard part here is going to be that everyone is going to be so leery about the heavy damage that they're going to brake earlier, heavier, which is going to start the rubber band effect,
It could.
where you're going to get some people bouncing. So I really hope it doesn't end anybody's race. Thankfully, we do have a safety car here, so that should fix some of it. Um, if there is an incident, but yeah, let's see how it goes. I do love Monza. I really enjoy Monza. I think our car is pretty strong here. So hopefully, me and Coma can stay on this path that we're on. It's a big break because we're not going to be on for another 2 weeks because of July 4th
Yep.
celebration of 250 years of independence. Woo-ha! Right. So it's going to be some time. I don't even know if we're doing a fun race or anything. Maybe we need to do a fun race. Glovis, what are you doing on the Sunday of July 4th weekend? Let's figure something out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for Monza. I love Monza. We'll see how it ends up, but nonetheless, we'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So,
a good track. Then after that, we wrap season at Fuji, which will be the culmination of the season.
I like Fuji as well.
Shaping out. Yeah, it's a good track too.
Mhm.
And this one was without the little kink at the back,
Yeah.
the little chicane. But yeah, it's gonna a lot of, especially you world pro guys, you got very close in points.
It's close. It's
A lot of
close. It's so
shifting
close.
around. Nobody can get comfortable. I mean, definitely the top four are all within striking distance of first place, and even all the way down through seventh place. It's, I mean, one good race, one good win,
Yeah.
one good turnout can put you right back up atop. So it's anybody's.
Who's gonna take it?
At Monza,
No, who's gonna take the gold?
the gold, I think it's Glovis. Yeah, I think Glovis takes it this season.
Who's your take, Merck?
I go with Glovis. He's done extremely well. He called a bad hand this race, but he's in the vet. He's fast in the vet. He's raced it several seasons. I believe he won a season in the vet. He's very familiar with that car. He's a strong
He's
contender.
quietly practicing a lot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Quietly.
he's hosting a lot of practice races, a lot of them.
And that is one thing I'll say about this season. Like we've seen a lot more pop-up sessions for practice than we've seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, which is definitely cool. But people are poking in and like spying a little bit. What is this person doing? How fast is this person? And it's funny too because like Coma was like, "Hey, Chaotic is only running 405s." He's like, "So I think we're good." And then Chaotica did not run a 405. He ended up running like a 404 or 403 or something like that. I was like, what happened? He's like, he must have been lying, which we all do. Most of us. Some of us are very truthful, but I fabricate. So I'll call it as it is. It's fun. Mind games, right, Vic? Mind games.
Sandbagging master over there. Don't believe his lies.
Yeah, don't believe his lies, hence the meme. So I guess to wrap this up tonight, Vic, you have anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to depart with us? We appreciate you spending
Just
time with us as late as it is.
no. I appreciate you guys for having me here, for having me in this league, for all the work you've been putting throughout the years, for turning this into something so much fun, entertaining,
Mm-hmm.
important. I remember when I was out in Greece, I was speaking with Matt, with Clovis, and I was like, I'm just realizing how important like sim racing in this league has become for me, because I was missing it. I was missing it so much going through Sundays, and I was like, "What? I miss the feeling of beating some old Americans' asses out there." But and I still miss it now more than before. So this is all because of what you guys made, and props for it. And I wish and I hope it's gonna last a long time, hopefully a very very long time. And yeah, again,
Yeah.
thanks,
No,
thanks
I
for it,
mean
and thanks for it.
we're in it. We're not going anywhere. I mean, it's for guys like you and the other drivers that we have that stay committed. And again, the life events are always going to pop up, but I think more than anything is like, you know, we've I'll say full circle, and I'm gonna call Glovis out for a second. We went through a breakup with Glovis, and we went through an engagement with Glovis. Like, and that's my goal, is to kind of be there for those life moments. Some of our guys have had some extreme heartaches. I'm not going to call those out because they know who they are, but that's the whole point of the Discord, and that's the whole point of the league. Is like, yeah, we were brought together over a game, but just like you and yourself getting to Iceland and a girlfriend, and yeah, you miss sim racing, but you're still with us. You're still watching. You're still engaged. I get random feet pics from you on your tractor. Like, it's awkward. Like, but I enjoy every second of it. He had boots on. It wasn't actual foot.
I wasn't working. I was doing the 360 with the excavator.
But no, all kidding aside, man, like, it's such a great group of people. I can't say guys because we've got a couple women in there, but it's such a great group. We couldn't do it without you guys, and I mean, it's very enjoyable. But I'm more so happy about, like we said, just the milestones that we've hit together, from having our own race car to seeing Glovis get engaged, to the relationships, to some of the pain points. I mean, I think back, Floody getting a promotion or looking to quit and gets more money and shows up in a Porsche, fucker. Just stupid stuff. But it's all about life, man. We got to do it. We got to do it together, and it's easier when you got friends at your side. So that's what we hope for it. That's
Kudos. Kudos.
yes, amen. So, Merc, you got anything, man?
Yeah, I think you hit it all on the head. Accurate. I mean, it's a long journey that you're out. So it's been a long journey. We've come a long way. We appreciate all you guys. We're gonna try to get one more maybe guest next week,
We
but
have two. We got two. I'm working on two.
got two more maybe for the rest of the season. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so one
Yep.
each.
Yep.
Try to get some new guests in here, but yeah, we appreciate all you guys. We appreciate your involvement. Vic, you've been with us a long time. We appreciate everything that you do. Glad you can
Yeah,
make it
brother.
on here and share some more pictures of your pizza because I like to compare your pizza against Junkai's pizza because he takes it so absolutely personally. Um, he's very, very particular about his pizza. So Vic, keep sharing your pictures because
Yes, thank you.
I like to comment whether it looks better.
No, you know what hurt the most was it's not so much the pizza because I get that, but like I made risotto one night and then Vic showed a picture of risotto and I was like, fuck him. You know, like fuck that guy. So no, nothing but love for you, man. Truly, I can't wait till the day I can actually give you a hug, spin you around in the air like from some movie in the rain.
Likewise.
Yeah, man. So good times. Well, listen, appreciate you being on tonight. Appreciate you staying up. Hopefully, it doesn't affect you at work tomorrow. But if so, just think about us. Nonetheless, this was enjoyable. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for being
Thank
on,
you.
Vic. Thank you. Appreciate it, everybody, for joining us. Thank you. We'll see you next time after Monza. Good night.
Happy damage.
Ciao.